No, facts. And yeah,
Nonsense.
guys, this Delap thing doesn't seem to be going away. Listen, I'm cool with getting Delap at Man United. I think it's a sick signing. I just want it done now. Get Delap and Cunha done, yeah, so
Please.
I can feel better about life. Like that. This is just what it is. So I can feel better about life. And then if you're gonna get me a Semenyo or an Embuemo, and I would prefer Embuemo,
Remy and Embremo, man.
then we're good.
Embremo, Cunha is tense.
Brother, and Ahmad, if Ahmad's at wing back here with Embuemo in front of him, cool. Cool. Like you got
Cook
my
him.
attention now. You got my attention now.
Cook him.
You
Cook
got you
him.
got my attention now. Do you know what I mean? But the lap stuff here, if he is available at that price and we've got that wrapped already, yeah, at like
Good deal.
30 mil, brilliant.
Good
You
deal.
get me?
Would be a good deal. That's what I like most about the Delap deal is the price point. And that's what I've liked most about our deal. The vast majority of our deals is the price. Because everyone likes to, when we buy big and players don't perform, first thing they mention is the price tag. But when players perform to a decent level or a good level, man ain't mentioning the price tag. Man don't talk about Maz being 12 million. Let him have been 112 million. First thing man would chat about. Man mentioned it about Hoyland. Man mentioned it about Anthony. Man mentioned it about Maguire. But when it comes to Delap being 40 million or Maz being 12 million, man don't want to mention it. Dogu 25 million. Yeah, that's cool, man. If they go after AFCON, it's calm. That's why you have replacements. That's why you have to have a squad. That's why you have to have a squad.
Now, facts,
100%.
100%, bro. You know what I
Bring
mean?
them
If you
in.
want to get left 10, if you want to go get Tyler Diblin as well on a little cheap thing, bro, do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Then he can cover him. Do you know what I mean? When
Go
he
get
goes,
Cherky on the 25 mil.
bro, and this comment has killed me, bro. The reason why this has killed me is because, bro, he lost the fucking game, mate. I don't know if you watched it. You know them ones there, like, I don't care what lineup he picked. He lost. What do you want, bruv? Man's talking about progressive lineups. We lost, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you want me to say? We lost. So it doesn't matter. Do you get what I mean? Like, bruv, as a manager, you don't get points, yeah, for playing, yeah, a progressive team. You lost, bro. Do you know what I mean? You fucking lost.
You lost, yeah.
You would have absolutely been better off, yeah. You would have been better off, yeah, been in your fucking stupid system, yeah, and playing a system to get us up the table and at least save face, bro. But your ego, yeah, won't allow you to admit that you've completely sabotaged this football club. That's what you've done. You sabotaged us from 4 points off top four to hovering above relegation, bro. And we're only safe because the 3 teams below us are already down.
Yeah, they were
That's the only
dreadful.
reason why we're already safe, bro, because there's not enough games left. Yeah, I mean, if there was, we'd be well involved, you know. We'd be involved. Like, it's a fucking disgrace, my brother. So, man, not trying to hear all this, bro. I'm not trying to hear any of it, mate. Man said United transfer for Cunha will be 62.5 plus a further 5 million in add-ons, despite a late approach from Arsenal. Verbal agreement is in the final steps. Cool. That's it. Get me Cunha, Delap, and then you still need to get me an Embuemo. If you get me an Embuemo as well, and then we got Xerxes as well. But if you're going to play Ahmad wingback, then you need to get me another 10, bro, or you need to go get another wingback, bro.
Yeah.
Like, which one is it going to be, bro?
I think it's another 10. I think he's set with Ahmad at wingback. I think he's set with that. That's just my guessing from how we've played. That he's going to. And I'm cool with that. You go get Embuemo and Ahmad on one side. With Cunha and Dogu over the other, and then it's a Delap in front. That's as an attacking team. Hey, that's no. I could be in charge. That team gonna create and score goals. You can set them up in whatever formation you want. That team gonna score goals just from an individual.
But that's what I mean. Man said if you don't have it, no, we do have a strongest team, just not under this manager. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, brother, we've won 2 trophies in the last 2 seasons, and I think we've been to 3 finals because Ten Hag got to 2 finals one season and we lost one, innit?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. We lost that final.
Yeah, so we've been to 3 finals in the last 2 seasons, my brother. Yeah. And in all of those finals, we were playing a back 4. So that would give you an indication, yeah, that formations do matter.
Of course, formation matters. And when I say that we don't have the strongest team, when I mention that, I'm talking about a team that I am personally happy with.
And also, under this manager, we don't have a strongest team because most Man United fans can sit down, yeah, and can name you our best players. Like, even if we're not picking an 11, if man can ask, man, technically, who's our best players? Most people are going to say the same names.
Yeah.
Most people are going to say the same names. So it's not like United fans are oblivious to who they are, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
when I
it's
say
not
about
oblivious.
when I say not having the strongest team, I'm saying I should let me elaborate on that. There's no team that I like, is what I'm saying. I just said my front three for the final, it would be Mount, Maino, and Bruno. That is horrible. That is not a front three I want us to choose. However, out of the options available, I think that's
drop
our
Højlund.
best.
Yeah, 100%. I'd rather play a false nine than play Højlund because he's a
Bruno as false nine. Do I
Yeah.
like Bruno as a false nine? Do I like Mount as the 10? No. But they're the best up. Same way Casemiro and Agate is our best pivot. Do I like that as our pivot? No, but it's the best. So when I say there is no strong team, it's not a team that I like. There's no 11 you can put on and I go, woo! Yeah, man. We slapping Spurs in this final. It's the best of a bad bunch.
Yeah,
that's 100%. What I'd say.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I said I feel like with our players, they're good on their day, but are very inconsistent, and that's probably a mental issue. I don't think it's a mental issue. I don't think it's a mental issue at all. When people say stuff like that, I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think that there's a mentality issue with a lot of these players. I just think that a lot of modern players have been given too much information, which I think is bad. Do you know what I'm saying? And at this club, they've been given too much varying information and too much useless information. When you look at Ten Hag, in the 3 seasons he was the manager, he played 3 different times. Do you know what I'm saying? He played 3 different styles. Do you know what I'm saying? And we didn't really stick to one. And that's confusing, bro. And especially when you buy someone like Anthony, for instance, who suits a certain style of play. If you don't play to his strengths, why did you sign him in the first place?
Makes no sense. Trying to be a transition team, but then you've got Anthony, and then you sign Mount, and it's just what made no type that last window he had just made no type of sense. But then you buy a quote unquote ball playing goalkeeper.
Yeah, like it's crazy. But way too many instructions, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the reason why Ruud van Nistelrooy was successful in the short time he was here is because there weren't no instructions. It was just 4-4-2 mid block. You lot go and play in it, and that was enough for us to score 3 goals a game.
He had a flat back 4, put Casemiro and Agati in there, let them be dogged, and then just had a 4 in front of that left wing.
That's it. It was basic shit, bro. Do you know what I mean? That's all it was, It was the most basic shit. And that's exactly what happened with Oli as well. When Oli first came in, I remember, bro, Pogba was, he was blowing smoke, blood. You couldn't believe it. Yeah, man, just had the freedom to go out there and play football. He was mashing everyone up.
Matic in the DM, Herrera was the right centre mid, and then he was like the left centre mid, and then
he was just mashing it up, bro. Okay. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Football is not that complicated, and a lot of these modern managers now are giving way too much.
Overcomplicate the shit.
Yeah, and they want to be too hands-on, bro. It's like you're not playing anymore, bro. You're not playing football no more, bro. Like, just coach. Do you know what I'm saying? So, bro, I'm not really. I'm not here for it, bro. And this is the problem with United. We're buying players. We're buying limited players. We were buying them for Ten Hag, and now when we're bringing players in, we need to make sure that we're bringing in players that can play multiple different systems, because this Amorim shit is gonna end in tears, bro.
Yeah, like, but I wonder if the next manager they're getting is gonna play a back 3. I wonder if that's the route they're going down.
I don't think it is the route they're going down. I think they went
Tuchel and then him.
Nah, but Tuchel's played back 4s as well. True. You know them ones. Like, I think that they're going down. They went down the Amorim route because Barada was set on Amorim. You know them ones. I don't really think that it was the back 3 necessarily. It was more the manager, if that makes sense.
The manager thing, and that was
if he's gonna pick a back 3 manager, you go and get Inzaghi. You don't go and get Amorim, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, I don't think so. I think the Amorim thing, they had the interview, and obviously the poet, like, he wooed them. You know them ones. That's what it was, bro. 2 sonnets on that.
He did the Shakespeare.
Yeah, he done the Shakespeare, bruv. Do you know what I mean? And before you know it, do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're fucked. Like, this is where we are, bro. I can't lie, guys. We got twanged. So I don't think that we were in love with a back 3, because let's be honest, yeah, there's no team currently in the Premier League right now that's mad successful with a back three that made Barada think, yo, back three's the way to go. Do you know
Oh,
what I'm
that's true.
saying?
Right.
Like that doesn't make no sense. Like there's not even really an example in world football other than Inzaghi, yeah,
Zagi's the only one.
of the back three being the way to go because not a lot of teams play it. And we watched Leverkusen play a back three against Atalanta, got absolutely smoked, even though Atalanta also played that. We've seen Inter, obviously they've got to Champions League finals, but they're almost the anomaly.
Yeah, it's not every time. Nah, 100%.
They're the
100%.
anomaly because out of all the teams that got to the semi-finals of the Champions League, they were the only back three.
Yeah, it's basically all back four. When you're talking about the highest level of the game, so you're talking Champions League, talking about the better sides in the Premier League, yes, it's not a back three thing. So maybe they are going to go back four, but it seems the players they are signing can play different systems and different formations, which is a good thing because you're signing talent. Because the lit Euro would be fine in the back four. Dogu, you could play at left back. Heaven as a centre back. Zirks, he could play as a 10 striker, etc. If it is Cunha, we've seen him at Wolves, even though they play a back three, he could play in the 10, play as a left winger as well. Same with Bremo, even though Brentford switch you up also. Same way with the Diblin, whoever else, Delap, fine, striker. So you look, Ahmad would be cool. So yeah, suppose so. They better just have the plan in place. That's what they need to be on.